everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is the 10th race in season number 1 of the Crown Royal Series. We are here at the Road America for the Sargento 200. It should be a good one here today. The only road course race of this season in the Crown Royal Series. And we'll see who wins this 8-lap race around this 4-mile-long road course. Let's get to the starting lineup. Max Neuwerf starts on the pole in the number 74. Herigel Larfin Alonso is alongside him. Garrett Sonor, Cameron Gaju, Mason Powers, Warren Henniger, Joffrey Toussaint, Eric Almenhart, Tyler Selzman, Stuart Grattan, Dana Mon, Aaron Walpole, Caleb Hoffman, Dale Salzman, Adam Pinchon, Marshall Free, Matt Dalio, Dean Wickard, Kevin Gandara, Alan Cavignaro, Biff Crafton, Ferdinand Gabat, Austin Spencer, Tristan Walker, Clint Buchanan, John Weeks, Eric Powers, Cameron Garlington, Christian Master, Elijah Gordon, Jacob Reed, Richard Schaffner, Eric Hyten, Diego Stevenson, Nicholas Amadio, Riley White, Trey Bartow, Will Blake, Jonathan Skibnicki, and LJ Mills. It's a full 40-car field here today at Road America. Let's get this one started with Max Neuwerf leading us off. It looks like everybody's going, so everyone's going to start the race, so that's good. And it's a good opportunity for a lot of these guys who have not won this season or are having bad seasons who start up front here. We got guys like Max Neuwerf and Garrett Sonor and Cameron Gaju. A lot of those guys have not had that much success yet this season. And they're starting well up front here today in this race. But anyway, we're ready to get started. Max Neuwerf and Herigel Larvin Alonso are going to lead us to the green flag here in the Sargento 200 at Road America. The green flag is out, and we are underway here at Road America. And already, cars pulling out. That's Warren Henniger in the 51, going 3 wide underneath of Garrett Sonor and Cameron Gaju. But he can't make it stick. The outside lane works for Gaju, and it's a 2-car breakaway with Alonso and Neuwerf leading. Sonor finds his way in 3rd, and they're side by side. Henniger and Gaju for 5th. For 4th, actually. Sorry, 4th. So Max Neuwerf started on the pole, gets the early jump here today. Here comes Garrett Sonor trying to get a position on Herigel Larvin Alonso. He's going to do so. Sonor is one of those guys who has never won a race on Napa Fan before, and he's trying to change that here today. Trying to get around Herigel Larvin Alonso for 2nd place. Sonor probably has one of the best cars if he's able to make this pass, and it looks like he's going to do so. Not quite. They're still side by side for 2nd place. That's only going to allow Neuwerf to pull away even more. And Sonor I think he finally does it on Herigel Larvin Alonso. So Sonor up to 2nd place, and Warren Henniger takes advantage of that. He's up to 3rd now in that number 51. But Max Neuwerf really pulled out to a pretty big lead on this first lap here. He's quite a ways away from Garrett Sonor. All of that side by side racing really helped pull Max Neuwerf away. But he's not in the clear yet at all. This is a long race, and we're now having 7 laps to go in this one, and nobody has crashed yet. That's pretty interesting. Usually we have a crash sometime throughout the race, and right now we have not. Sometimes throughout the first lap we actually have crashes, what I mean. Anyway, Max Neuwerf really out front in this number 74. And Henniger trying to get by. That little mistake there by Henniger is going to allow Gaju to get underneath of him for 3rd. Max Neuwerf in the 74 has had a pretty frustrating season. But he is now leading here at Road America, trying to get his, I think, second career Napa fan win. He won the Indianapolis 200, an open wheel race there, and this is a road course race, and usually when you're good in open wheel racing, you're good at road courses. Garrett Senor had almost a 2-second slower lap than Max Neuwirth that time, but Senor was able to get to second place in that number 6. Cameron Gaju is in third here in the number 62, and you got Warren Henniger in fourth, and Eric Almenhart has gotten by Hergel, Arvin Alonso. Alonso has fallen from second to sixth. Will Blake, our points leader, is in last place right now. And they're still a mess back here. But then once you get up towards the top 20 or so, they're pretty much going single file. Anyway, Garrett Senor trying to close in here on Max Neuwirth for the lead. It is very possible he can get up to him. I think he closed the gap there on this lap, and we got a lot of laps to go. Eric Almenhart's going to get underneath of Henniger, and so is Hergel Arvin Alonso. Alonso's going to try to get past Almenhart here. Eric Almenhart got past Henniger for fourth. But now Alonso trying to get by Almenhart for that same position. I think, yeah. See, he might be able to do it on this inside lane. You got Tyler Selzman and Joffrey Toussaint back in here. Little 5-car pack here. And it looks like Hergel Arvin Alonso is going to become the leader of this pack. Henniger's fallen back a little bit in this number 51. He's fallen back to 7th place. Selzman has gotten 6th. And Selzman might get 5th here from Eric Almenhart. Alonso's in 4th. And I think Senor is closing in on Neuwirth. So even though Neuwirth pulled the gap there on that first lap, oh yeah, Senor gained a lot on that lap there in that number 6 car. Gaju in the 62 is in third, trying to get something done in this series. He's next to last in points, I'm pretty sure. Joffrey Toussaint, I think, is last in points, but he's getting a good run here. Mason Powers here, and Aaron Walpole round out the top 10. Little smoke, or little dust back there. And Will Blake, who is our points leader here in the Crown Royal Series, is right now in last place. But Max Neuwirth has led both of the laps so far here in the Sargento 200. And trying to sweep all of the laps and get the win here today. But he's going to have to hold off Garrett Senor, who is closing right behind him. This is not over. So we're not even halfway through this one here in the Crown Royal Series. And this is a place where you can get a draft. You go fast enough down this front stretch that you can get a draft. Go up that really big hill, and you come down, and that's where you're going to get a little bit of a draft from the car in front of you. Of course, it doesn't look like Senor is close enough to Neuwirth to get anything, but he still could have some momentum. He raced a faster lap again than Max Neuwirth. Alonso has filed in the 4th. Selzman in 5th. Almenhart is in 6th place. Toussaint is in 7th. Mason Powers is in 8th. Aaron Walpole is in 9th. And Henniger has fallen back to 10th and even losing more position. Here comes Caleb Hoffman in number 10, trying to get 10th from Henniger. Dana Mon side by side with Stuart Gratton. Then we have Marshall Free, Adam Pinchon back in here, Dean Wickard, Ferdinand Gabat, Matt Dalio, Dale Salzman, Austin Spencer, Cav Ignaro, Crafton, Gandara, Walker, Buchanan, Weeks, Powers, Elijah Gordon, who was our last winner here in the Crown Royal Series, won at Texas World. Jacob Reed, Christian Master, Eric Hayden, who's second in points. Eric Hayden is. Garlington, Stevenson, White, Schaffner, Mills, Bartow, Samadillo, Skivnicki, and Blake. We have not seen a crash yet today in this race. We usually see a crash at Road America. but we haven't yet, and I'm glad that we're just racing. And it's not one of those road course races where you don't have cautions on the road courses, of course. And it's not one of those crash fest races because there are no cautions. It's been a very clean race, and I'm pretty appreciative of it. And I'm liking what I'm seeing here. This battle's closing up for the lead. Garrett Sonora keeps on closing in every lap. We are halfway through the Sargento 200. Max Newworth. And here comes Garrett Sonora trying to close up to him, and I think he's definitely got a shot at doing so. If you're this close, coming to the end of a race, you can make the pass somewhere throughout the track. And Sonora has been racing faster lap times than Newworth every single lap, except for the first one where he lost 2 seconds on him. But other than that, Sonora has been closing in every single lap on the 74, and he's right on the back bumper. And Sonora has put a pretty good distance between him and Gaju in the 62. Gaju is kind of far behind, and here comes Sonora for the lead in the number 6, trying to get by Newworth. They're side by side for the lead. Sonora was in this position when he passed Hergel Arvin Alonso. It was good practice there, but he's not going to be able to pull this one off. Newworth gets the push on the high lane, but Sonora is still in this. Still on his back bumper, Garrett Sonora, and he's trying to get a run on the inside now. Oh, Newworth off track! Newworth is off the track, and hard into the wall he goes! Oh no, Max Newworth! Oh, that is... Oh man, he was racing too hard, and Max Newworth hits the wall. We'll show a better angle here of what happened to him. We'll see here. And Newworth all torn up in that 74 after racing side by side with Garrett Sonora. We'll see what happened here. We'll go on board. Actually, we'll go on the helicopter. I think we'll be able to see it. But here is what was happening. Newworth was trying to hold the outside lane, but he just went too high, trying to come back on the racetrack and hits the wall. And a tough break for who was our leader here in the Sargento 200. He led the first half of the race, but now Max Newworth probably going to be out because of that. And that gives the lead to the number 6 of Garrett Sonora. Now, can Gaju close up on him? And don't rule out Hergel Arvin Alonso or Tyler Selzman. They're both up here as well. But Garrett Sonora trying to chase his first Napa fan win here today at Road America. We'll see if he can do it in the number 6, as we now have 3 laps to go here at Road America in the Sargento 200. Max Newworth in the pits. He's probably going to finish last for this race. And a tough break for Newworth. That is a hard one to deal with there after leading most of the race. Most of the first half of the race. He crashes, and Garrett Sonora now out front, but that's going to allow Cameron Gaju to close up, I think. But I know Sonora does not want that to happen. He wants Gaju to stay right behind him throughout the rest of the race. If anything, he wants Hergel Arvin Alonso to go side by side with him and make it a little tight for second place, slow them down. Mason Powers is up to 6, Walpole, Henniger, and Toussaint. And it's still a pretty big pack of cars back in here. Throughout about 6th place down to, say, I don't know, 28th. They're all bunched up. Garrett Sonora still out front in the number 6. Hopefully he doesn't make a mistake. That was the same turn right where they're coming out of, where Max Newworth crashed while he was the leader. He was out front when he went off track there. But anyway, Garrett Sonora in the number 6, trying to win his first career Napa fan race here today, in the number 6 in the Crown Royal Series. And if he wins, I think he would become the 37th different winner. either the 37th or the 36th different winner we've had on Napa Fan. I have been counting it. Anyway, it's 2 laps to go when we cross the line next time by. Cameron Gaju is still in this thing. He's racing slightly faster laps. He is racing slightly faster. Yep, he's going a little faster here than Garrett Zenor, and we'll see if the 62 can close up on the 6. Remember, Zenor almost won the Hers Elimination Series race at Stafford, but he lost it to Dana Mon near the end of that race and couldn't get it done. Say this top 3 still has a shot. And Salzman's kind of in his own little world right here. He's quite a ways away behind third place Alonso and quite a ways away ahead of Eric Almenhart, who's in 5th. And from 5th on back, they're all bunched up. Will Blake, who was our points leader heading into this race, is not really having too good of a day. Did not get a good qualifying run at all, and he's been marred back here for quite a while. Max Neuwirth, he's going to be the last place driver. He's still in the pits. They're still trying to get that thing fixed. He might come back out here, but not entirely sure. Max Neuwirth is actually the only one to have crashed so far here today at Road America, which is quite interesting because usually we see, maybe 3 or 4 crashes throughout a race. We're going to be coming to the white flag next time by. We've only had 1, and that was when we were having a pass for the lead. Garrett Zenor getting by him there. Anyway, Gaju still has a chance. We usually have pretty good finishes here at Road America. And we'll see if we'll have another one. It'll be the white flag for Garrett Zenor and the number 6 here at Road America in the Sargento 200. Here we go. Who's going to win here at Road America? Gaju is still part of this. He is right there on his, well, not really right there, but he's closing in on his back bumper. We'll see if he can get any sort of run. Gaju just raced his fastest lap, so he closed in a little bit on the next to last lap of the race. But Zenor just needs to execute the next few amount of turns perfectly. And if he does so, he will win the race. Of course, Max Neuwirth, he's back out on the track now, but he'll probably finish in last place. And go through the field, make sure everyone's okay. It looks like, these guys have been racing very clean here in this race, and I really got to hand it to them. Anyway, Gaju is closing in, but I don't know if he's going to have enough for Zenor. It is possible. It is very possible. Both of these guys, well, Senor's been okay in the points, but Gaju's like next to last in the points in this number 62. He really wants to get a win and get as many points as he possibly can. But Zenor's doing a good job in this number 6, making sure he holds off Gaju behind him. And I just don't think Gaju has enough. Garrett Zenor trying to do it here at Road America. Will he finally do it? And remember, Zenor's one of these guys who has been in every points-paying race and yet to get a win. But he might just change that here today. I don't think Gaju's going to have enough. He's got one last corner right here, the final corner of the race. But he's not going to do it. Garrett Zenor in the number 6 is finally going to get a Napa fan win here today. And up the hill he comes to the checker flag. Garrett Zenor wins the Sargento 200. Good to see that. Good to see an NRLOA member win finally here on Napa Fan. It's been a long time. But it's good to see Garrett Zenor get his first career win here on Napa Fan. Cameron Gaju gave it all he could. He raced his fastest lap there on that last time around. But if there was another lap, he probably would have gotten the lead from him. We'll have 2 more laps in the Cup race here tomorrow. So, if Gaju was in that same situation there tomorrow, he'd have enough time. Alonso gets 3rd. Salzman about Powers didn't get 5th. It was Almenhart. So it was pretty much the same top 5 that whole race, but congratulations to Garrett Sonor. He's gonna celebrate in victory lane here today in the Crown Royal Series, and I already gave you guys the top 5. Mason Powers, Aaron Walpole, Joffrey Toussaint, Caleb Hoffman, and Warren Henniger, the top 10. Take a look at the rest of the results right there. Max Sonor went off track and crashed. That's why he finished in last place. Our points leader, Will Blake's only going to get 3 points after the day, so we'll most likely have a different points leader. It might not be Eric Hyden either. I don't think he didn't get a good points day either, but we'll see how the points go. You guys will see it right now. So thank you guys very much for watching. Congratulations to Garrett Sonor, and I will see you guys later. Here are the points for the Crown Royal Series.